Kim Wyman.
My name is Kim Wyman. I'm actually speaking on behalf of a small grassroots organization called Fredericksburg Fierce. It's made up of local Spotsylvania residents. It's just Fredericksburg because we live in a Fredericksburg mailing address. We all know how that goes. First, I want to thank you all for being here and listening tonight. It's been a very, very long night. My cell phone died about 3 hours ago, so I've had nothing to do but listen. So I came in to this without an agenda. I'm not wearing red or green because we're divided enough already. And this issue is not black and white. I want to say that earlier tonight, one of the gentlemen speaking said, we have a very unique opportunity here. Last time someone said that to me, they were trying to sell me a timeshare. I don't mean to be flippant, it's just my nature. Okay, I mean to be flippant, but if you have to sell me on it, it's not a good deal. I don't live in Livingston. I live 10 minutes from here. I'm in Levels Crossing subdivision, and I can't believe we're gonna take something 6,000 acres. You wanna put, I don't do numbers the way you do. It doesn't work for me. I need visual. I need to really think about it. Numbers kind of go over my head. And, you know, I was looking at other things in the area that are this big. And my husband works over at Dahlgren in King George. And Dahlgren, which implies thousands of people, is 4,000 acres. Downtown Fredericksburg, I believe, is 6,000, around 6,000 acres. Fort Belvoir is around 6,000 acres. We're not talking about a tiny piece of land with some trees and some nature. So I said, I heard there's a solar farm. This is going to be awesome. We're going to get a discount on our power. No, the power's already been sold. Okay. Well, it's going to be good for Spotsylvania. It's going to bring in jobs. Not long term. Not like Dahlgren, not like downtown Fredericksburg, not like Fort Belvoir. I love solar power. I'm a Democrat. I was at the Spotsy Democratic Committee meeting last night watching Democrats argue about solar. I feel like I've kind of woken up in a bizarre universe because I agree with Bryce Reeves about something. That doesn't happen to me. And I'm not being flippant, I'm serious. I was considering to run against Bryce Reeves and I'm like, I agree with him. So if a deal sounds too good to be true, it probably is. If you have to sell me on it, it's not worth buying. Please, I know this is a big machine with so many moving parts and so many ifs. If the market stays high, we can build residential property and get tax. If there's a fire, if there's this. I don't deal in ifs. I want Spotsylvania County to cover its backside. And as someone with a large backside, I understand covering it. Sorry, it's late. I will say that if this company cuts and runs, if they cut and run, if they go bankrupt, we just came out of a recession, for God's sakes. If I love solar, I still have a solar calculator from high school. I love solar. I drive a Prius. My point is, though, that there's something called too big to fail. I know this cliche is from somewhere. And this is too big. You want to put something the size of Dahlgren in a wildlife area and tell me there's not going to be an environmental impact? I got a bridge to sell you. No, wait, I got property to sell you in Florida. You gotta do what's best for the county. I know there's money to be made here. I know there's gonna be donations to campaigns, and I don't mean that against anyone. I know there's gonna be people selling land and making money. They wouldn't be here if it wasn't good money for them. But it's not good money for us. It's not guaranteed. It's not long-term. Think about Bethlehem Steel, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. They have a big vacant lot where a company that couldn't fail used to be. Ithaca, New York, there was a gun manufacturer there. It provided jobs. For 100 years, you bought guns from that company. And now you can't let your dog walk by the river because there's so much lead. I'm pro-solar. I was mad when they took the solar panels off the White House. Solar's not new, we've had it. This is too much, too fast, too big, and I am so sorry. This is not right for Spotsylvania County. And if solar panels are so good and development is so bad, please, for the love of God, pass a law that says all new development has to have solar panels on the roof. If the power grid fails, Amazon's gonna have power because of solar. We're not. Our schools aren't gonna get solar power. And when they cut and run, And I just know that eventually all companies fail. I grew up in Rochester, New York, home of Eastman Kodak.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but your time's up.
Do the right thing.